Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to our resident hedge knight, Sir Skelibate. Thanks for your support, Skelibate. That said, let's get started. Welcome back to episode 94. We've completed the Siege of Tonder and we're on our way back to Dornan to collect our reward, but on the way there, we encountered a pack of feral direwolves. These things can be dangerous, especially when you're first getting started, but at this point they don't pose much of a challenge. Still, I thought it might make for a good warm-up before we get into any more serious fights. Afterwards, we'll probably check out this stronghold here, Friedrich's Watch, because a rumor we picked up back in Tonder indicated that the bandits there had stolen a unique piece of equipment from the town armory. We'll get to that a little later, but for now, let's start off by taking out these direwolves. Okay, well, this is definitely some problematic terrain, but we still shouldn't have any trouble. We'll have to avoid engaging those guys with the elevation bonus, though. Oh, I guess it's a moot point. We've got contact. Let's start taking these guys apart. Fox shoots a wolf through the neck and arm. Potato finishes off the wounded wolf, then shoots off another one's ear. Bunny sinks 2 more arrows into another wolf, and Mark finishes it off, before landing a glancing hit on yet another wolf. Sir Skelibate hacks into one of the direwolves with his legendary longsword. Henry seems to have started in a pit. That's visually annoying, but we'll have him stay put for now. This is a risky move, but let's have Roderick move up. We'll keep him on his shield and dagger, though. Vlad slices open a direwolf's artery. Dominic splits open a panicking wolf's face. Reinhard plunges his spear through the bleeding wolf's arm, then neatly cuts it down with his dagger. Henry climbs out of that hole, and moving into round 2. The wolf pack continues its advance. Let's see if they actually land any hits. Okay, there's a light hit on Reinhard, and we've got a wolf threatening Bunny. Kairon mauls a charging wolf with his spear. Fox fires over Bunny's shoulder, putting an arrow in a direwolf's chest. Sir Skelibate dispatches another direwolf. Mark does as well. Roderick breaks a wolf's morale. Henry takes out the wolf that's threatening the archers. Vlad splits open another wolf's face. Reinhard lops off a wolf's ear with his dagger. Kairon puts his spear through a wolf's face, then puts his dagger through its shoulder. Round 3. We're almost done here. Potato puts an arrow through a fleeing wolf's shoulder. Sir Skelibate guts one of the last wolves. Roderick finishes another one off. I got cuts down 2 more wolves in rapid succession. And Henry takes down the last one. Nice. Looks like Sir Skelibate hits level 7. He's still got a ways to go before he catches up with the rest of the company, but he's on his way. It also looks like we've got a 3-way tie for MVP. Nicely done, guys. The loot's just a bunch of pelts, of course, but we'll get some decent gold for that. Okay, let's dump these ancient shields. They're pretty worthless anyway. Alright, let's head to Dornan to collect our reward. Then we'll double back to Friedrich's Watch. You enter Count Halston von Ravenholt's room to find the man deep in his chair. Peasants argue on either side of him, pointing and accusing. This man is a murderer. The defendant scoffs. Murderer? What happened was an accident. I thought he was one of them undead fellers. The other man scoffs this time. Undead? He was merely drunk. Tempers rise. Well, I heard growling, or grunting. Your employer despondently waves you in. Sellsword, good job on saving that town. Your pay. He pushes a satchel of crowns across the table. The peasants pause, staring at the coins winking out of its open top. You take the satchel, pretending that it weighs far too much for you. Oof, so heavy it is. You sirs have a good day. Always important to taunt an accused murderer. Everyone needs a hobby. Okay, so that takes care of our latest contract. Dornan's being attacked by marauding greenskins. That's unexpected. Well, we'll worry about that later. For now, let's sell off our excess loot, resupply the company, and head back to Friedrich's Watch. We'll be right back. Plunder, plunder, and yes, more plunder. The company has accumulated riches to rival a dragon's hoard. The finest armor and weapons are yours for the asking. Should you wish to hire a ship or a fleet of ships, you need merely snap your fingers. Vendors of all kinds lay out their best wares when you are in town, most eager to help you find new ways to spend your gold. As your wealth rivals that of a nobleman, you no longer need defer to them. You could purchase your own noble title and lands, or take up the career of a merchant banker, should you ever tire of acting nursemaid to this bunch of hard-headed, temperamental louts. Well, it's tempting, but we should at least save the world before we start making retirement plans. At any rate, that's another ambition cleared. And it opens the way to our final ambition, ending the undead crisis. We're in the home stretch, Raiders. But for now, let's stay on task. We've got a stronghold to clear and a legendary item to find. And we're back. We're just outside of Friedrich's Watch, and while we don't know exactly what's in there, the rumor told us we're going up against bandits. Hopefully they'll put up a decent fight. Okay. Right off the bat, we can see that brigand leader hanging out near the back. That greatsword could be dangerous, but it'll also make him an easy target. And I'm not seeing any other elites. Honestly, if we're just up against one brigand leader and a bunch of bandit raiders, then this is going to be a pretty easy fight. Our starting position's not great, though. We're next to way too much elevated terrain. We'll hold position for now, and then we'll push up aggressively once they get a bit closer. Okay, let's start picking them off. Washtek takes down a bandit marksman, then puts another arrow in a pikeman's side. Let's stay focused on their bowmen for now. Alessandro puts an arrow through a bandit's knee. Mark doesn't actually have line of sight to the bowman. Oh, I didn't even notice that crossbowman. There we go. Mark puts an arrow through the crossbowman's eye socket. Eraton switches off to his legendary throwing axes, crippling a charging bandit's leg. Rondis lunges forward, plunging his dagger through a bandit's thigh. Kazarin moves up as well, stabbing the same bandit through the hand. Jano slumbers forward, sweeping a bandit's legs out from under him. Belfontaine hurls an axe through the ranks, shredding a bandit's armor. Black Crow Balthazar is rushing forward. We'll ignore him for now. We've got more important targets on the battlefield. Whoop. Like these guys. Half our archer row is under immediate threat. Potato picks off the one-eyed crossbowman. Then he mows down a bowman as well. Nicely done. Alessandro backs away from the bandits threatening him, landing a glancing hit on one of them. Janos takes a moderate armor hit. There's another light hit on Janos. Washtek takes off a bandit's ear, then shoots him through the neck. Mark fires off a long shot, putting an arrow through the last bowman's hand. Rowan's under threat, but he can actually fire his crossbow at point-blank range. That's a shame. Hey, he still splits open a bandit's face. Vlad cuts down a bandit, then slices off another bandit's ear. Belfontaine puts a bandit on death's door. Eraton finishes off a badly wounded bandit. Then he puts his dagger through an axeman's arm. Rondis cripples a bandit's hand, breaking the man's morale. Reinhard methodically cuts a bandit to pieces. Jano stabs an axeman through the leg. Round 3. Alessandro takes a hit. Nothing to worry about just yet. Potato puts an arrow through a bandit's thigh. Washtek kills the leg shot bandit, then puts an arrow through the last bowman's face. And puts a third arrow through a pikeman's hand. Not bad. Alessandro gets tired of running and switches off to his long axe instead, promptly decapitating one of the bandits pursuing him. And Janos takes another hit. He's pretty durable, but he might actually be in trouble over there. Belfontaine takes out the last bowman with a well-placed axe. Then he impales a javelin through another bandit's leg. Kairon starts whittling away at the bandit leader, piercing his side. Reinhard tears into two of the bandits, killing one of them and crippling the other one's arm. Janos decides that enough is enough. He readies his great hammer and immediately crushes a bandit's skull like a melon. We've got runners. We'll try to pick them off with the archers. Moving into round 4. We're pretty much done here. Oh, right. Zombies. Well, as usual, that shouldn't really slow us down too much. Our archers focus fire on one of the last active bandits. Alessandro cleaves into a bandit's arm with his long axe. Belfontaine puts a javelin through another bandit's leg. Kairon impales the bandit leader through the foot. And Rondus immediately finishes him off. Well, I was hoping that would be a unique greatsword. Oh well. Eraton takes out the last bandit behind our lines. Reinhard pushes forward. Ignoring a Wiederganger long enough to cut down a bandit pikeman. Janos crushes another bandit flat. Oh, forgot about that guy. Well, I guess we'll let him go. Moving into round 5. Alright, looks like we've got 3 more Wiedergangers to deal with. Rowan can't reload while he's being threatened. Alessandro takes out one of the undead bandits. Fatigue is starting to get the better of us. Reinhardt takes down another Wiederganger. Round 6. Another new Wiederganger on the field. Vlad cuts down 2 zombies in rapid succession. Rondis takes down the undead pikeman. And Janos clears the field. Alessandro hits level 15. It also looks like Reinhardt and Janos are tied for MVP. Good job, Raiders. Well, right off the bat I'm seeing that unique shield, but not much else. That's a shame. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll still use the shield. I was just really hoping for something better. Alright, well, I'll go through the rest of the loot off screen and we'll be right back. And we're back. We've got about 5 or 6 minutes left on the clock, so I thought we'd round things out with a nice easy bandit fight. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it gives us a good opportunity to boost some of our lower level brothers. Afterwards, we'll head back to more familiar stomping grounds, Weedmark and Groenenfest. Hopefully they'll have some nice challenging jobs for us. Alright, no elites, even terrain, let's do this. We might take a few minor cuts and bruises, but like with the last fight, I'm not anticipating any significant difficulty here. Fox starts us off, shooting a swordsman through the neck and killing a crossbowman. The rest of the bandits continue their advance, showing surprising discipline. Nice formation. Wojtek takes out another crossbowman, then shoots a bowman through the arm. Sir Skelibate moves up, swiftly executing one of the bandits. Yeah, I think this is going to be over pretty quickly. Roderick rushes into battle, splitting a bandit's face wide open. I got moves up as well, mutilating a bandit swordsman's hand. Dominic plunges his dagger into a bandit's side. Reinhard finishes off the bandit swordsman, then stabs another bandit in the side as well. Kairon moves up, terrifying several of the bandits. Looks like the bandit bowman decided to cut and run. Bunny scatters shots across the bandit formation. Fox puts an arrow through a fleeing bandit's chest. Wojtek pierces another bandit's shoulder. And Alessandro lands a killing blow, before steadily wearing down another bandit. Sir Skelibate could finish this guy off with a single hit, but he's going to have a hard time getting his dagger past that shield. There we go. He handily dispatches the wounded bandit with his legendary sword. I got brutally plants his great axe in a bandit's face, then mercifully finishes him off with a swift strike from his dagger. Vlad disembowels another bandit. Roderick crushes yet another foe. Kairon takes down a bandit with 3 methodical strikes, then unleashes his dog to run down the fleeing bowman. Reinhard kills the second to last bandit on our line. Up. Then he cuts down the last one as well when he tries to flee. Okay, the rest of the raiders start pursuing the wounded bowman. And now the bowman's bleeding profusely from a severed artery. You know, I almost feel bad for this guy. Let's try to make it quick. Sir Skelibate adds his dog to the pile. Oh, not quite enough. Okay, let's get more dogs in there. There we go. The Doomsday Pack tears the final bandit to pieces. Okay, no level ups, and it looks like Reinhard pulls MVP with 3 bandit kills. As for the loot, well, it's the usual mix of vendor trash. I'll go through it off screen and we'll pick up here next time. See you then. Hey, RetconRaider here. Well, I suppose things were a bit slow today. None of the fights we got into really presented much of a challenge. Still, we did at least make a little more progress. We got a couple of level ups, we picked up a new legendary shield, and we officially wrapped up our second to last ambition. I don't think I mentioned it in the video, but we did actually start our final ambition, which requires us to put an end to the undead crisis. At the moment, we're slightly winning the war against the Fallen Legion, but we've still got a lot more work ahead of us. Speaking of which, next time we'll be headed back to our unofficial base of operations in Weedmark. It's been a while since we've traveled this deep into House Ravenholt's territory, so it'll be nice to drop in and say hi to a few of the locals. We've also got an awful lot of gold to spend, so we'll be sure to stop by the local weapon and armor shops. We'll also see if we can pick up a nice challenging contract or two. From here on out, I think we'll restrict ourselves to nothing but 3-skull contracts whenever possible. After all, we've only got a few more episodes before we reach the series finale. I'll do my best to make sure they're as memorable as possible. But for now, this is RetconRaider, signing off. Thanks for watching. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Battle Brothers, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, or the FanRun Wiki. Links are in the description.